I would approach career as a scientific experiment rather than something that you reflect one time and you're finished. And I would also put a lot of effort into experimenting, thinking about it, creating, plans, reevaluating those plans. People, I think, spend very little time actually deeply thinking about their career. So I would do that and have a lot of options that you're considering and tick them off based on your evidence that you find. And that would be one thing. In terms of maybe it would be also helpful to think about like if you were to apply, for example, job in my organization, in my group, on my team, then what kinds of things I would be looking for. I would definitely look for a very high level of critical thinking and argumentation ability, justify things. I look for a lot of clarity and structure in your thinking and your writing. I like people who have very high level of project management and like planning and time management ability, so that um, we need to prioritize. We have limited resources. We need to think about what we focus on. So that's very important. Also, having a lot of autonomy and independent thought, so that you are able to sometimes, for example, push against my views. You don't just accept them. You're not just somebody who is meant to implement tasks, but you're actually an independent thinker who is bringing something additional to the table. So I would focus on that as well. I mentioned portfolio of work to focus on developing, your basically an argument, your pitch, like what are you bringing to the table? What kind of experiences do you already have? And finally, maybe I would mention that currently we are a lot of students, a lot of researchers, everybody's using AI systems a lot. And I would urge people to think how to use AI systems in a smart way. I would definitely use them, and I personally use them, but I would kind of consider what do you want to delegate away to AI and what you don't want to. So generally speaking, if we use a technology, if we use a tool for something, then we're probably going to become less skilled at that thing ourselves. For example, I use a smartphone to memorize all the phone numbers, and my ability to remember phone numbers is non-existent. I don't remember any single, barely my own phone number I remember. And that is something I'm willing to do because I don't think that's an important skill. I'm okay to delegate that away. But for example, do I want to delegate away planning ability or critical thinking ability? I'm not sure we want to do that. So instead of going least resistance direction every time and just asking AI for answers, maybe sometimes do it yourself and then ask AI, for example, to proofread your text or recommend some changes to your text, but don't like delegate your whole thinking to AI. I would recommend that as well, at least right now. Maybe in the future when all of us are obsolete with our skills, perhaps that's a different world, but hopefully right now we can still make these decisions and perhaps try to fight against AI replacing humans entirely. So I would, yeah, recommend that as well.